Hello everybody and welcome back to BattleTech, where last episode we took out these 4 mechs with our 4 that were assigned to us for this flashpoint. We do get them at the end, so we kind of want to keep them. All of these mechs are in cover and out of LOS and have already moved. I kind of feel like we swap our Kintaro and our catapult. Put our catapult right down here. And then otherwise just brace. And then our dragon and our thunderbolt are okay where they're at. Let's just sink heat. They're gonna have to come to us. There's that locust again. He's gonna fire on the Kintaro. Oh, the catapult. Okay. I mean, we have a 60% damage reduction. That's fine. He got 4 evasive pips, but he's dead here.
Yes, Commander.
So I'm going to take the Kintaro back over here.
On the move.
And we are going to precision strike him in the leg. Fire everything.
Affirmative.
Good. Leg destruction. It's exactly what we were looking for. Unfortunately, he's still spotting. The mediums are now going to move forward. Yep. Of course they hit right in the one spot that they shouldn't.
I'm losing weapon systems.
Yeah. That's just the way it works. Still focusing on the Kintaro. Ultimately, I'm kind of okay with that, though. The Kintaro is by far the weakest mech here. That's a Vindy. Okay. Is that special Vindicator variant? One AA? I think it might be.
Waiting for orders.
Okay. I think
Waiting for orders.
we want to use someone with multi-shot. We walk forward with our dragon.
On my way.
And we multi-target the Locust, and whichever of these is weakest. Which one is weakest? The Enforcer, perhaps? He only has 1 evasive pip. The Vindicator. That is barely any armor. Okay, so we fire on the Vindicator everything we can. We fire everything else on the Locust.
Engaging multiple targets.
We missed the AC-5, sadly. Really? Oh, okay. Both leg destruction. That's fine. That Locust is dead. Okay. Let's utilize our catapult. Precision strike this Vindicator. We can called shot anywhere we want, pretty much. I'm going to go for the head, just on the off chance. But I mostly just want to strip armor. That was nice.
Yes, Commander.
Now our Thunderbolt can come up here.
Location confirmed.
And can potentially... That's 4 heat sinks there. The PPC's in this arm, right? Yeah. Called shot. Right torso.
Roger that.
PPC's gone. Excellent. Plus some damage transfer into the CT.
Mech warriors,
Fantastic.
show 'em what you got, Commander.
We're going to back the Kintaro a bit off here. Let's see. We can only fire the medium lasers now. Should we get the Kintaro just, like, completely out of here? Maybe so.
Moving out.
We can bring the Kintaro back in later on. Wolverine firing on the catapult. Don't care. You're not going to get through that armor for a while.
Damage. Holding firm.
Enforcer firing on the Thunderbolt. Same thing. You're not going to get through that armor for a while. Now it's our turn. The Vindicator was reserved to here. So, we precision strike it again. I want this Vindicator dead before it moves.
Target
And there we go. One dead Vindicator.
I need a new target.
Yep, you're right, you do. Who do we go for next, the Wolverine or the Enforcer? The Wolverine has a movement pip, or rather an evasive pip, and the Enforcer does not, and the Enforcer has less armor anyway, so I think we go Enforcer. I'm going to Precision Strike it with... Do we fire with the Dragon or the Thunderbolt first? We've only got enough resolve for one Precision Strike.
What's up,
We've got more rolls with the Thunderbolt. Because we're going for head hits with him skylined like this.
Taking the shot.
Okay, decent CT hits. And we're just going to stay put. Now I'm going to move the Dragon over here so that we're in a little bit less danger for stray shots.
Location confirmed.
There we go. And we're going to continue beating up this Enforcer.
Firing.
His armor is not holding. Okay, it's our turn.
Aye, aye.
I'm going to leave the Kintaro over here, I think, for this round. But I'm going to reserve, actually. I'm going to let them move
Waiting for the
first.
right move.
Wolverine fires on the catapult. It's fine. Now it's our turn. I'm going to reserve again. So this guy gets to go. I'm okay with this. Catapult is starting to take some damage, but we're fine.
System holding.
Now, we can dip the Kintaro out, and we will move in phase 4. So we can dip the Kintaro out to here.
Copy that.
Fire on this guy.
Roger that.
And we stray shotted a couple times over here, and we head hit that guy. Ooh, that was very lucky. This Enforcer is going to die. We're going to Precision Strike him. What's our odds on the head? 18% versus 82 CT. We're going CT. We're going for a kill shot here.
Targeting towards Alpha Threshold.
That's a kill shot.
Hostile eliminated.
Nice. One dead Enforcer. And we will step forward with the Thunderbolt just to assert dominance on this
Aye, aye.
Wolverine. Excellent. The
Order?
Dragon can now fire on this Wolverine, who is now all alone without a friend in the world.
Waiting for order.
Now the Catapult is well within minimum range for the LRMs. We can step back a little bit and fire the small lasers, and we'll do that.
Copy that, Commander.
But our hit
Come
chance
on,
was much
people.
lower
Let's
there.
make it
So it's now
happen.
our turn to move, which means that we can Precision Strike this guy right in the CT to reserve him back. But that'll only reserve him to phase 2, and he'll attack the Kintaro. So I'm actually going to hide the Kintaro,
Affirmative.
and we'll see what he does here. Okay. It's fine. So he dies now. Sounds good.
Yeah, Commander.
We'll take the Dragon over here. And we'll Precision Strike him to reserve him back and to hit primarily the CT.
All weapon systems locked down.
Lots of CT hits there. And he's just dead. Fantastic.
Down.
Well done. Now that's what I call a heist. 4 kind of mediocre mechs, and all for the bargain price of 2 short combat drops and a couple of pissed off rich guys. Honestly, boss, you should let me plan our deployments more often. Might want to hold off on that gloating, Yang. We've got a problem. You remember that Achilles-class dropship we saw in Wallow's hangar? The one that was on the blocks and nowhere near ready for launch? Yeah. It's right on top of us. You better get in here, Commander. Wallow wants to talk.
Mission successful.
Oh boy, this is gonna get spicy. Well, let's see what he wants to talk about, I guess. Our Kentaro does need some repairs, but we're probably just going to bank all of these anyway. That's a completed Centurion and Enforcer and Locust. Actually, Vindicator. Okay. We got a lot of mechs out of that, actually. So, let's see what Wallow wants to talk about.
That mech is ready to fight.
And that is the Avenging Angel Vindicator. Fantastic. Okay.
That mech you asked for.
Enforcer 4L, Centurion 9AL. Okay, 3 new mechs. And let's see what this is. Hello again, Sam. Hello, Commander. Told you I'd pay you back for what you did to my hangar. You owe me, and I'm here to collect. Blowing us out of the sky would be a mistake, Wallow. We've got 4 of Graves' prize battle mechs right here in our Leopard. Be a real shame to wipe out this much top-quality hardware, wouldn't it? You're right, it would. But, you see, I've got a conundrum on my hands. Just think about it for a second. Put yourself in my shoes. I'm a man of status, that much is obvious. Just look at my ship. Yet, out of the blue, I get accosted by a pack of grubby little mercenaries who take out my security and leave me defenseless. Now, obviously, I can't let something like that slide. So what's a heavily armed, proud, and angry man like me to do? In your shoes, I think I'd be most interested in getting my hands on Graves' mechs. At the end of the day, we're just a bunch of grubby mercenaries. Who cares what happens to us? But Graves is a man of status, and annoying him is your bread and butter. Come on, Wallow, you don't want to kill us. We're cordial, remember? That has to count for something. Got a few positive qualities, I'll admit. You gave Graves a black eye, and that put a smile on my face. Tell you what, I'm gonna let you go. I'll even let you keep one of Graves' brawlers, but you're giving me the other 3 to cover repairs for my security team and compensation for their families. Don't bother haggling. This is the best offer you're gonna get. Well, I think we keep the catapult. We could use an LRM boat for our Charlie Lance. Excellent choice. The catapult is a hell of a machine. You go ahead and drop my merchandise in the field below you, then scurry off to that bloated whale of a dropship you've got waiting in orbit. The Argo is not a whale. Sorry, that was impolite of me. She's a lovely ship. See? I can be cordial too. This concludes our business, Juggernaut. For what it's worth, this has been the first genuinely interesting day I've had in some time. I suppose I've got you to thank for that. You can thank me, actually. The job was my idea, and don't mention it. So glad we could settle this matter amicably. And now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go instruct my people to retrieve my new mechs. Goodbye, Commander. Enjoy your new merchandise. And in the future, do us both a favor, and stay out of my way. Well, we didn't get everything we wanted, but we're walking away with a shiny new catapult. That's better than our usual score, and yet it's so much worse than it was supposed to be. Yeah. Them's the breaks, I guess, but I can't bring myself to feel all that sad about it. We've got a new toy or 4, and I can't wait to check it out. That counts as a win in my book. Okay, so we got a CPLT C4, which is nice. That will do very well. And these other things, it's mediocre at best, realistically.
That mech is ready to fight.
Do you like LRMs? Compared to the C1, the C4 is focused on doing one thing and doing it well. That thing is putting a cloud of missiles in the air with 2 LRM-20 launchers. There's a lot you can do with this mech as long as what you want to do is shoot a lot of missiles. When it runs out of missiles, it has jump jets and reinforced leg armor, and 2 small lasers. Okay, so we have a lot of mechs in here. Yeah, so this Enforcer, this Vindicator, both get stored. The Centurion gets stored. And other than that, we just need a Juggernaut for Charlie Lance. And what I'm really looking for is a Juggernaut for Alpha Lance so that we bump these down. That would be ideal. And then, of course, we've got Delta Lance over here. Just being puny. But sometimes we need a light lance, so I like keeping them on hand. Let's go ahead and train our mech warriors.
Ready for orders.
Let's see.
Yes,
Blobfish
Commander.
can go ahead and go... You are a Juggernaut. Okay. You can grab a point of gunnery and a point of guts. There you go.
Yes, Commander.
Island is our first maxed mech warrior.
Mech warrior training complete.
Done. Okay, so with Island maxed, that means that we don't want to run Island anymore. Ever.
Yes, Commander.
We're going to be running primarily... Let's see, who's our other Bravo Lance Cavalry? We'll be running mostly Road Rash for now, and Jambia will be in the simulators for a little bit.
Training confirmed, Commander.
There we go.
Commander.
Jenkins is going to be close to maxed.
Ready to get it on.
Mongoose, you can continue working your way up.
Yes, Commander.
Mothership, you can grab a point of gunnery.
Mech
There you
warrior
go.
training complete. Good to
Road
go.
Rash, you're a cavalry pilot. You can kind of do whatever.
Orders.
I like to go for 4444 before I specialize them so that they have at least some level of competence.
Yeah.
Train, you're okay. Tranquility, you're actually really close to getting maxed as well.
Standing by.
And Vamp is doing surprisingly well. Okay, so let's hop into the store now. And let's just see what's available here. There's an Annihilator part. Now that would be a Juggernaut. There's a full Atlas here. A full Atlas would be interesting too. Can we scrounge up 12 million C-bills? I mean, we could sell some of our stored mechs. But I don't want to go below 1 because we have a score coming up. We could probably sell some of our equipment that we've got too much of. Like large lasers. I don't see any reason to keep more than, say, 5 of something on hand. So we'll sell 5 of our LRM-5s. I mean, these aren't selling for a huge amount. What did I just do? I don't know. Medium laser, we will sell a bunch of these. 13 of those. But I think ultimately we're going to have to sell mechs if we want to get that. Alternately, we could just stay here for a little bit and run a couple of missions. We would need to make quite a lot. About 10 million. I doubt there's that much in missions available here. Although this is a pretty good area. We've got some destroy bases and battles here. With decent max pay. What do we got for parts? In the assault category. Okay. We're close to having a battle master. Or an awesome. How close are we to a different flashpoint? Quite far. We could work our way down over here. Take 38 days to get there. Huh. I think we should run a couple of missions here. Like, run these missions that are available. Probably easiest to hardest. And then we run this about like this, and we just see what we get in terms of salvage and make a decision after. So we would accept this contract, and we would be running our Alpha Lance, which would, of course, be a Bull Shark here, Cyclops here, Orion 1V, this one, yep, right here, and the Warhammer 6R, which is this guy, no, the UAC 21. There we go. And then we would run not Island, but we would instead be running our other cavalry, Road Rash. We will run Mothership as our Juggernaut, because we're not ready to go yet. In our Bull Shark position, we would run our Sniper, who would normally in this situation be Jenkins. But I think we'll run Tranquility instead. And then we will run... Actually, Jenkins would normally be our fire support. So we'll run Tranquility here, and then we'll run Train as our fire support. Okay. So this is a Destroy Base Polar. I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in here while it's loading, though, so you can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.